momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the New York Giants. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry now for David Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Being chased out left. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen.
The ball
and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
1-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. O'Shane Ximines. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jimmy Graham. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The score, Bears 7.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
On the pickup.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bears take over.
16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why not?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. That's out to the left flat and complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Tackled by Jalen Johnson.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to pump the ball, they've done so with that first run.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of
good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Barkley. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Kenny Galladay.
A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. That Char is the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Cohen. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On second down now, it's Montgomery, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
That's good.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson there to make the grab as the Bears push further out in front. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Bears 14. Giants nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Giants.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bears 14, Giants 7.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defense is...
It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 81 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 16-yard
Man,
line.
I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. O'Shane Ximines able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken right around the 44. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Jones throwing on 1st down. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Darius Slayton.
23 yards, the final tally.
23 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That was a really nice play. We're able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into...
And he's taken down back at his own 7. Leonard Williams in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down.
27-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I would think that by now people are done underestimating Tarik Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". But he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also catches the ball really well out of the backfield. He had more receptions than carries last season. He kind of looks like Darren Sproles, who's been his inspiration as an NFL player. In 2018, Tarik Cohen was a Pro Bowler as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go ground to Montgomery. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Calling the gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with Barkley, and he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
New York.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on. To that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 15.
Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now Jones on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. Touchdown, Giants! Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Still had 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.